Good evening. Tonight I am back at a castle, which is just here where I'm at, but a castle with a view with the beach. So I'm at Ardrossan in Scotland. You've got the Ardrossan and Saltcoats beach. You've got Ardrossan and Saltcoats, which are next to each other. But right now I'm at the Ardrossan castle, which is pretty much a ruin. Just have a little explore, and yeah, I'm going to walk around this ruin castle, have a look at it, and I've seen a few castles recently which has been pretty cool. This is another one, something different, but with a view like that. So that's the plan, is I'm going to have a look at this and possibly go down seaside, beachside, and explore down there as well. So join me today, and whatever day it is on this challenge, I'll put that down below, and yeah, let's go and have a look around this castle and whatnot and have a good night. So let's go. So I'm not aware of a lot of the history of Ardrossan Castle, but I'm going to have a look around briefly just now. I'm going to jump out and just have a look at the fence where there is some information about the castle, and explore some more. So it is open, it says 24 hours, it's basically a gap in the fence. Well, like a section of the fence taken away, not a gap in the fence, but yeah. I can hear the seaside in the background. Really cool. But have a look inside just now. I'm getting just straight into it. Straight into the back, let's explore. With these little corners and all these details. Just look at the views you get. Wow. So there's not a lot to explore, as you can see, but it's still cool to walk around in. You're looking at the old kind of architecture with the archways and how they would have built that a long time ago. Have a look at all the different views you can get, different angles. Is that an old fireplace? I know I'm not saying much really, just walking around taking it all in, even though there's not a lot to take in, but there is different areas, different sections to look at. More newer than others, I think. You've got this metal grating. We've got a train going by here. And I think that is locked for a reason. It looks like a cave. Yeah, it doesn't smell great either. Oh, and we haven't had a look at this section yet, and then I'm going to go and have a look at the information boards, see what they say, and we can have a look at more of the front of the castle. But this area here, another bit that's gated off. You step up and over. So yeah, it's a bit of a mess. Some vandalism, some fires, glass, lots and lots of bottles and cans. Look at that old gate there. Wow, look at that. Okay, that's cool. That's so cool. See if I can get closer in there. Wow, I wonder if that's original or old, really old gate. That'll be newer. Right, let's go see some of the information. Just coming back out, the missing gate section that I mentioned, and there's some information. It is thought that Ardrossan Castle was built in 4 phases, the original construction being in the early 12th century. Wow. That's how it used to look, and that's how it is just now. Now, I'll just scan this quickly, you can pause it if you wish to read it. You've got, what's that, a legend, the legend of Barclay's bridal. So some legends have grown around Ardrossan Castle. One relates to Sir Fergus de Barclay, Baron of Ardrossan. Sir Fergus was so renowned for his horsemanship and speed that locals were whispering that he must be in the league with the devil, and referred to him as, what's that, Dielo Ardrossan? Okay. The monumental stone marking the burial place of Dielo Ardrossan can be seen in the nearby church ruins. Well, that's cool. It's there. You can go and see that in the nearby church ruins. The phases in the construction of Ardrossan Castle. So that's pretty cool, but you can't see that just now. We haven't looked at that elevation. That gives you all the information. You've got corbels, merlin, weeper, modern blocking, blocked parapet. It shows you all the different phases. Gun loop. That's interesting. And we've got there the meeting of the Privy Council of Scotland in Ardrossan Castle. So 18th of June 1546, the Privy Council of Scotland met in Ardrossan Castle. The Privy Council was the equivalent of the Cabinet of the Scottish Parliament. The attendees included some of the most powerful nobles, landowners and clergymen in the land. You've got Lord Governor, Bishop of Orkney, Earl of Argyll, Abbot of Paisley. Wow. It gives you all of that information of who these people were. So there you go. Lots and lots of information. Now we'll go back in. I know it's kind of back to front starting in there, but I had to start with that view as well. I wanted to go and see the view just in case it started to rain. But there we go. I don't think it's the best light for it. We go this side. Bit better maybe. Is this the gunner thing that we're talking about? Oh, if the walls could talk, what would they say? What would they tell us? This tree looks cool. Just sitting there, right in the corner of this plot of land. Yeah, I'm not getting a really good picture of it. It's the direction of the camera, but yeah, so I've pretty much explored and seen as much of the castle, really the ruins, what's left of it. Just need to be careful of your footing if you're coming here. Oh yeah, amazing. I've recently been enjoying going to see different castles and whatnot, but this was a little bit different for me, next to the beach, the seaside. And I can come and see this castle, which is free, open all the time. And like I say, I want to go closer down to the water since it's calm enough just now. So I'm going to head on down. And there's another train going by. Got a better view this time. Yep. Yeah, I am going to go into the car. Really, you could walk it, but I'm going to get the car and then probably park closer down there and explore. But there's a few other things just on the outskirts right next to the castle here. I haven't seen them yet, but I've seen them but I haven't looked at them. So let's go and have a look, see what they are, and then we're going to head over down to the beach. I don't have my bucket and spade, but we'll have fun anyway. We'll still have fun. So given the nature of where I am, it is a bit windy. I am high up and I'm next to the seaside, so apologies if you hear the wind. I will try my best to cut the wind out. Behind me, something else we're going to look at, and also around me, look at the views. Look at that. So I'm presuming that's Ardrossan harbour. This monument, I'm not too sure what it is. Hopefully some information of what it is. So we've got erected to the memory of Alexander, so Dr. Alexander McFadden, physician and philanthropist. I'm guessing the QR code maybe gives you some more information. Maybe I'll scan that later on. But this is really, really nice. It's really well kept. And it's huge. It's really hard to show how massive this is, but it's really nice. A statue here of, what is it, is this a lion, or? You can just make out the face. It looks like a lion. Great views, even a bench here as well to look over to these views. Wow. Stunning, stunning views. Like I say, it's a nice day, which helps, nice and dry. So you've got the castle, which is just behind those trees. I've just walked around the path and found this. I did not know this was here. It's all part of the adventure and getting around. So yeah, you just never know. You never know, and you've seen my videos, sometimes we just find some really cool things. You just come across it, which is all part of the fun, really, for me. You never know what you're going to come across, what you're going to see, what people you're going to meet. I've met really awesome people, really cool people. So yeah, it's been fun doing this challenge. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, it's your first time watching me, then I'm doing a 30-day challenge. I'm over past halfway now, and it's been fun. It's been good to do something different. Still enjoying it, which is the main thing, and trying to find different things. Yes, it's a castle in this video, but we're going to see the seaside the first time in this challenge, I think. I'm going to get moving. There's something else down there I want to have a look at, so let's go and check that out. It's like a plaque. I think it shows you what to look at with the views you get on the other side. So let's go look at that. And right here is the next thing we're looking at. There's the memorial, the monument we were just at a moment ago. And I think this is going to give us some landmarks information. Again, the wind's going to pick up, so apologies. I'll try and block it out as much as I can. So it's giving you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's telling you what it all is. What's that, 3 there? Is that right there? Holly Isle and Lamlash Bay. Let's take a little zoom in, see what we can capture. There you go. Some information and some great views. Not so great wind. And that's with the wind protection on. Protector. Oh yeah, just shows you how windy it is. I've just came across this bigger board with more information. With the castle just there. And there's Wallace's larder. Was that gateway seen there? And look at this information. During the Wars of Scottish Independence, English forces, this castle was held by the English forces until captured by William Wallace. Wallace devised a plan to remove the English soldiers from the castle by setting fire to the nearby buildings. So, that is like, this, yeah, wow, William Wallace. He was in this castle. There's a lot of castles, to be fair, probably. There's a lot more information about this castle there, that's pretty good. Nice QR code there to find out more about Ardrossan Castle. I will take a picture of that, put that on my social media. I'll put social media links down below, or I can try and find out some more information on that QR code and put it down below in the description box. Sorry, I was just taking it all in really. Sometimes it's easy for me just to walk by and do a video, but I just like to look at it myself, just stand there and take it all in rather than just doing content and video and take it all in the moment myself. But yeah, I'm going to walk back down to the car and go to the seaside. Maybe get a fish supper, maybe get some ice cream, who knows. Just before I go, there's a castle, and right here I presume this was more information about the castle, but it's not. It says the Ardrossan Parish Church. So there's, I see a few gravestones. So this is the remains of Ardrossan Parish Church. Wow. So that's what remains over there. Let's go have a look at that, the remains. Again, more information. It says about the castle, so I'm presuming that's the same QR code that we just looked at. Okay, so some gravestones, and I presume that's the ruins. I don't know if you can just quite see it yet on the camera. We'll walk over and have a look at the ruins of the Ardrossan Parish Church. This just is. I was going to walk past this. I genuinely thought this was part. Well, I didn't really see these, to be honest. So I appreciate there's not a lot to look at. I don't really know what I'm looking at apart from the old foundations and basement ruins of the parish church. But again, I just try to take it all in, as in, like, imagine this back in the day, all up and running, people like me just walking around. They've got the castle there, they've got the parish church here, and they've got all the views. None of these houses around existed. Maybe some houses, but not as it is of course today. Is that the... wait a minute here, wait a minute. Is that the stone that they said it was the remains? I thought it was an actual church that was still active. Wow. I think it is, you know. I think that's it. That looks like the picture that we looked at, the information on that board. Wow, it's still buried here, still remains here. Can't be. I'm not stepping back because of that, I'm just stepping back to see more. Wow, show more. I thought it was in an active parish church or a church or something nearby. I didn't think it was here. That is it, isn't it? That looks exactly what. I'll put the clip in. We can compare it. Wow. Okay. Fascinating, very fascinating history. And it's just here. There you go. You can just walk around. This is the front door. I'm going through the front door. I don't know. I'm just guessing. There's no actual door here. Well, wow. Awesome. More gravestones, some markings on them, and some old markings on there as well. You can just make it out. Well, I can't make it out, you just see it. Right, I promise you, I am going to go to the car and I'm going to go to the seaside. So let's go to the seaside. I was genuinely going to walk by that, and it's not like me to do that. There we go. I have made it to the Ardrossan harbour, and I'm looking at all the fancy yachts parked up. Look at all these. Lots and lots and lots of little and big and medium sized yachts. That's a life right there, eh? Look at a little wooden one. I'm just going to walk around the harbour, take in a few things, and we can go and have a look at the seaside, the beach, and that'll be really the video, so let's take a little walk around. It is nice and quiet just now. It's a really nice walk around here, so relaxing. Cunningham House Association. I don't know if that's just full of kind of work things, workplaces. So right at the harbour is a train station. There's a train pulling right in. And you've got the ferry as well. How cool is that? You can get the train, Ardrossan Harbour train, and a ferry. The ferry terminal's up there. I'm not going to go all the way up to have a look at that. I'm going to go back the way towards the sand and the sea, just in case this weather does change. I have made it to the beach, and the seagulls are having a little bath, loving life. Look at this, washing the sand off them. Yeah, nice little quiet night. Look at this stream going into the right into the sea there. Yeah, I'm not going to walk too far. It's one of those nights, one of those days where it's been a long day. It can get pretty late if I walk all the way to the end there and back. I would like to, but I'm just going to have a short walk along the promenade here. I'm going to go down those steps there onto the beach, see how far we can get. I'm not going to get wet. I don't have my trunks with me. And yeah, just have a kind of chilled, oh, seagull, chilled rest of the night really. It looks like the water has been up this far recently, but it's way back there. Like I said, I'm not going to walk too far out. If you've seen my videos before when I've been at the seaside, I do like the fresh air. Clears the head, especially on a night like this. It is warm enough It's dry and really quiet. So I'm not going to walk in between all the seaweed, because I don't want to get covered too much more sand and seaweed for the car, really. Wasn't really prepared for the beach today, but I thought it's nearby for where I was, and yeah, why not? Let's go for it. Let's continue a little stroll around, see what other cool things we can see. See? Huh? See? I think the only video that I've done really from the seaside here in Scotland is Southern Ness. Done a few videos from Southern Ness. And Southern Ness, I really do, like, it's hard to explain, but it's like the middle of nowhere, but you're not in the middle of nowhere, it's not that far really. And yeah, it's got a disconnect from the real world when you're there, and I think that's what the seaside gives you, in my opinion. A little plaque here, and I think this represents where it splits. So you've got Ardrossan beach that side, Ardrossan, and Saltcoats beach that side. So there's a Saltcoats Commissioners 1900 just there, a little plaque. So it splits in half, the beach, with Ardrossan and Saltcoats. I'm not going to go too much further ahead up that way. I'm just glad it's not raining. Right, let's take a little stroll back this way. Now again, there's not a lot to show at the seaside, but this is what I am doing tonight. And that's what I said I was doing. I'd bring a challenge, 30-day challenge, creating the content for 30 days. And what do I do on my time off if I'm not creating content, even though I'm creating content just now? I like to relax, chill, and get out about like this. So that's part of the reason of keeping myself active and creating as well. There's an old abandoned house there, look at that. Just going to have a look at that closer. Not inside of course, but outside. Wow, that is huge. It's a stunning house, to be fair, even though it's abandoned. Incredible looking. Is that a church? Is that an old church? No? It's kind of got that same kind of decor. It's a shame to see it in this state. So I was walking that side, I got questioned by a local neighbour what I was doing, and asked me not to go anywhere near, so I'm not going anywhere near anymore. So that's really as close I'm going to go just now. How awesome does it look though? Amazing building. Sad to see it like this. And there's a pigeon. I am back in the car. I have had a good night really. I've just chilled, went for a nice relaxing walk. That's what I wanted to do. Checked out the castle, what's left of the castle, a few other little areas around the castle. Checked out the harbour, Ardrossan harbour, and then went for a little walk on the beach like you've seen. So probably not a long video because there's not really a lot to show. It would just be me walking around a beach and stuff. So yeah, unless there's something actually happening or something really cool to show, then I'll hopefully just captures what there is. And yeah, that's really it. So thank you all for watching. If you are new to my channel, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you have. I do other content, mainly theme parks, adventures, things like that, attractions, travel kind of genre, all those things. So my main thing is Florida, Orlando, Disney World, Walt Disney World, Universal Studios Orlando, Disney Cruises, all these things that I enjoyed, Disneyland Paris and whatnot. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Take care. Bye bye.